Bonjour, bienvenue and welcome to French Friday with Mademoiselle Healy. Quelle heure est-il? Bonjour, ça va? How are you? Ça va bien, merci. I feel good. Comme ci, comme ça. I feel okay. Ça va mal. I don't feel good today. Ça va. Moi, ça va bien, merci. Et toi? And what about you? Ça va bien, merci. Comme ci, comme ça. Or ça va mal. Remember, try asking somebody else, ça va? And encourage them to answer with ça va bien, merci. Comme ci, comme ça. Or ça va mal. Aujourd'hui, today, we're going to be learning about l'heure. I'm sure you can see from the different pictures around and possibly from the word that we're going to be learning all about time, l'heure. So today we will be revising our numbers, learning time vocabulary and practicing how to ask what time it is and how to reply to that question. Écoutez, regardez, répétez. Les numéros. Écoutez. Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So up to 11. This time, écoutez, regardez, so have a look, and répétez. Repeat after me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This time, tout ensemble, all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now a question. Question. Quelle heure est-il? What time is it? Quelle heure est-il? What time is it? We can answer, il est 10 heures. It's 10 o'clock. Or, il est 4 heures. It's 4 o'clock. So we're using our numbers. Now, that word heure, you can see it's in the question, also in our answers. So, heure can actually mean time. So in the question, quelle heure est-il? Time is it? Or hour, which hour is it? And also it can mean o'clock. Il est 10 heures. It's 10 o'clock. Il est 4 heures. It's 4 o'clock. Quelle heure est-il? What time is it? Now your turn. So have a look at the clocks, think back to your numbers, and see if you can add the numbers into the different sentences I've given you using the clocks to have a look at. Pause the video if you'd like to go back and have a look at your numbers to remind you. If you know your numbers, you can go through these, practice saying the question, quelle heure est-il? And then your answer, remembering to begin each answer with il est, which means it is. And then obviously heure at the end for o'clock. I'm going to go through the answers with you. Please pause if you'd like to have or give yourself a little bit more time. So the first one, il est 2 heures, 2 o'clock. Next one, il est 9 heures, 9 o'clock. Going to the bottom now, il est 11 heures, 11 o'clock. And the last one, il est 6 heures, 6 o'clock. So as you can see, each answer Il est at the beginning, it is, and then our number, and heure at the end. Très bien. Okay, question again. Quelle heure est-il? This time, say it with me. Quelle heure est-il? What time is it? You might also notice we've got our est-il at the end, which is actually our sentence starter round the other way as we're in a question form. So, once you're confident with o'clock, we can have a little look at il est 10h30. You can see I've added something extra at the end. Et demi. It's 10:30. So the beginning we've seen already. Il est 10h. And then what's new? Et demi at the end. It's 10:30. So underneath, et means and, which we've already seen in the other two videos that have already been on our YouTube channel. So we've used a before. That means and. Demi is new. It means half. So together, et demi means half past. It's like you're adding half onto your sentence. Quelle heure est-il? What time is it? Il est 10h30. It's 10:30. Les conversations, conversation time. So with a partner, practice asking and answering each other about time using the clocks I've given you below. So, person 1, the question, the question. Quelle heure est-il? And remember, you can obviously swap round and take it in turns. What time is it? Person 2. So you can use either of my sentence starters. So, il est, and then whatever time it is, heure, if you're talking about o'clock, or if you want to have a go at 10:30, which I've just been talking about on the previous slide, il est, and your number in there, heure et demie. So don't forget that et demie at the end. So 6 clocks underneath. Have a go at all of them, or some of them, practicing using my sentences and practicing the numbers. Remember, you can pause now to give yourself a little bit of time, or if you'd like to go back and look at any of the previous slides and listen to what I've said and remind yourself. Okay, les réponses, the answers. Check the answers below to see how many you got right. So the first one, il est 7h. It's 7 o'clock. Next one, il est 3h30. Did you remember that et demi? It's 3:30. Il est 3h30. Next one, il est 10h30. It's 10:30. Jump up to the other side. Il est 8h. It's 8 o'clock. Next one, il est 5h30. It's 5:30. And the last one, il est 1h. It's 1 o'clock. Now you may notice that the word heure doesn't have an S on the end for une because it's seen as singular. So, il est 1h, 1 o'clock. Très bien. Now, you may be wondering, why did we not count up to 12 when we were talking about our numbers earlier on? That's because we don't use 12 in time when we're talking about time in French. Many of you will know 12 already, but this is what happens. So, we have 2 different sentences you need to remember. So the first one, il est midi, midday. So lunchtime, midday. Il est midi. Almost sounds a little bit like that word in English. And the other one, il est minuit, midnight. So let's go back to the first one. Écoutez and then répétez. Repeat it after me. So, il est midi. Très bien. And the other one, il est minuit. Très bien. And this time together. Il est midi. Il est minuit. So remember, midi, midday, during the day. Minuit, midnight. Remember, they're the words we need to use, not the word for 12. Très bien, you've done fantastically. Now, ready for next week's video? I have another sentence for you. Il est 10h15. Mademoiselle Healy joue le piano. What time do you think it is? And what's Mademoiselle Healy doing? Au revoir, à bientôt. Très bien, well done, and à bientôt. I'll see you soon. Keep practicing that French. Remember, try and tell the time as much as you can. Use your French. Très bien, à bientôt.